Good evening. Once again, I'm Mehdi Hassan in tonight for Stephanie Rule. Do you hear that? That is the unmistakable sound of the brazen lies, fabricated stories, and crazy conspiracies heard all weekend long about the attack on Speaker Nancy Pelosi's husband being shattered today by the Department of Justice. Among the stunning details revealed today, as federal criminal charges were filed, government officials said the suspect was prepared to break Nancy Pelosi's kneecaps. And late this afternoon, as the San Francisco district attorney presented charges of her own, she said there was no doubt about the suspect's motive.
This House and the Speaker herself were specifically targets of the defendant. It appears as though this was based on his statements and comments that were made in that House during his encounter with Mr. Pelosi, that this was politically motivated.
Over the past 2 days, people on the right have described the attack as the result of a crime wave sweeping through San Francisco, or just a product of mental illness and homelessness. And then there was Elon Musk, fresh off his takeover of Twitter, who briefly posted a link to an article from a fake news outlet that made unfounded insinuations that the attacker was a male prostitute. Again, all lies. The ugly disinformation campaign continued when Donald Trump Jr. retweeted a meme making light of the attack. And Kari Lake, Arizona's Republican candidate for governor, seemed to think that a violent assault on an 82-year-old man was the perfect setup for a joke.
It is not impossible to protect our kids at school. They act like it is. Nancy Pelosi, well, she's got protection when she's in D.C. Apparently her house doesn't have a lot of protection.
Here is what the charging documents say about the man who broke into Nancy Pelosi's home and brutally beat her husband with a hammer. Quote, he viewed Nancy as the leader of the pack of lies told by the Democratic Party. He was going to hold Nancy hostage and talk to her. If Nancy were to tell the truth, he would let her go. And if she lied, he was going to break her kneecaps. The document goes on to quote the suspect as saying Pelosi would then have to be wheeled into Congress, which would show other members of Congress there were consequences to actions. Think about that for a moment. This guy hated this 82-year-old woman so much, he wanted to break her kneecaps. Why would someone want to do that? Why on earth would anyone want to target Nancy Pelosi in such a violent way? I cannot possibly imagine. San Francisco's district attorney today confirmed the suspect also brought a second hammer, zip ties, rope, and a roll of tape to the Pelosi residence. It is truly shocking stuff. And it's no wonder that the DA added the attack has shaken a lot of people in her city.
It's something that I will tell you unnerved me as a political figure in this city. I think we've gotten to a point where we know that there have been tragedies in this very city of political leaders in the past. And so it's something that we have to take very seriously. And it's very sad to see that we are once again at a point in history where people believe that it's okay to express their political sentiments through violence. And so I think it really demonstrates that we have to calm things down. We have to decide that we are going to be more respectful as an American society, that it's okay to disagree. But it certainly is something that has unnerved us all.
The suspect is expected to be in court for his arraignment tomorrow. He's facing federal and state charges, including attempted murder and attempted kidnapping. Late this evening, Speaker Pelosi released this statement, which read in part, since the horrific attack on Paul early Friday, we have been deluged with thousands of messages conveying concern, prayers, and warm wishes. We are most grateful. Thanks to the excellent trauma care medical team at Zuckerberg San Francisco General Hospital, Paul is making steady progress on what will be a long recovery process.